Hello everybody. I am going to show you how to make what I call a 2-loop magic ring. Magic rings are used to start a project in the round, and they're really great because you can tighten up your ring so small you have almost no hole there in the center. So for a hat, here's a little baby hat that I made. I don't want to have a gaping hole in the center, so I used a magic ring. Here's a little thing that's going to become a stuffed Christmas tree ornament, and I don't want a hole in the bottom of this, so I used a magic ring. Magic ring is great for making very small starting holes in your project in the round. Here's how I do it. Start with the tail end. I'm going to wrap it behind my index finger and my middle finger, then wrap it around the middle finger 2 more times. So it looks like this. I'll do that one more time. Behind the index and behind the middle, then around the middle finger 2 times. And then just grab onto the little tail so it doesn't come loose. So this is what your hand looks like. Get your hook underneath both of those loops that are on my middle finger. Reach up, grab a yarn over, pull it back through those 2 loops. Then secure it with a chain. And I like to tighten my chain up so it doesn't come loose. Now you can take it off your finger, and you've got a nice little ring to start working your project into. So let's say my pattern tells me to make 6 single crochet into a magic ring. I'm going to start with a chain 1, and now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have found that when you tighten up your ring, it is easy to lose track of the first stitch in your ring. So what I like to do is take a locking stitch marker, find that first stitch that I made, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure the marker goes under both parts of the V in the top of that stitch. Okay, now we're ready to tighten up the magic ring. So here's what it looks like right now with this big gap in the middle here. I want to make that hole as tiny as I can. If I just start pulling on the tail, watch what's going to happen to my ring. This one loop is getting tighter, and this other loop is not. This other loop back here is still very loose. If I want to tighten up the second loop, what I have to do is go to the loop that is getting tighter and pull on the left side of that loop. Little by little. And if you're looking at the center of my ring, you can see that it's getting smaller every time I pull on this loop. Now, that is a very small center. I'm happy with that. To tighten up the second loop, I'm just going to pull the tail. There we go. That's a nice, teeny tiny little hole in the center. If my pattern tells me to join with a slip stitch at the end of this round, I know exactly where to join because I already put a stitch marker in that spot. So I can either take the marker out first or second, but I'm going to put my hook right where that marker was. There we go. Yarn over, slip stitch, and there we go. I have a teeny tiny little circle to get started on for round 2. I do not recommend this technique if you are working with a very thick yarn. For that, I would recommend the 1 loop magic ring, which I'm going to show in a different video. Thanks for watching.